Hello everybody, it's Valentine and I literally haven't made a video in years. Wow. But I'm sorry, I've made actually many videos during this couple of years that I've been gone, but I forgot to post them or to edit them and they rotted away in my computer and to never see the light ever. I'm sorry. As you can see, many things have changed. But I've been away for a very long time. But today I wanted to start this YouTube thing again. So I wanted to make a video about my struggles with trying to start hormones. First of all, let me apologize for the messy background. I'm recording the video in my room and yeah, I know it's pretty messy. I'm trying to find a good backdrop for my videos, but I haven't found it yet. Give me time. So, what I wanted to say was, the past year I've been trying to get on teen, as now I'm 19, but I have had many issues. Thing is, I have pretty bad social anxiety, right? Very bad. And also ADD that it really doesn't help. What I've been trying to do is to get on testosterone with the public long way. I have no idea how it works. I've heard that there's a way to do it that's expensive and quick, like privately, but I have no idea how it works since I'm broke. And I already see a psychologist for other things. He's not qualified to start me on testosterone, but I already pay a therapist. I cannot afford to pay 2 therapists just to go on tea. So I live in South Italy, and the process here is that either when you turn 18 or when you have your parents' consent, you can ask your GP to make you a referral. So that you can go to the general hospital, or as it's called here, the polyclinic. You can go to your polyclinic and with your GP's referral, and they will assign you a psychologist who will you will have to do either 4 if you go with 2 parents and you're under 18, or 8 if you're by yourself appointments. And during these 8 appointments, your psychologist is trying to evaluate you and either see if you are quote unquote really trans, or simply if you're ready to start hormones, which depends on which psychologist you get. I've heard some stories, but that's for a story for another time. And after they give you the okay to start hormones, they refer you to an endocrinologist there in the hospital. Then you do the blood works and then you get your prescription and you can start HRT. Yay! So what I did was that my parents wouldn't give me permission before I turned 18 because they're okay with me being trans, but they're not the most supportive bunch. They're pretty neutral and they're terrified that hormones are going to give me cancer, make me die before I turn 40, stuff like that. So basically, I was on my own on that, so I had to wait until I turned 18. So a month before I turned 18, in May of 2017, I called the hospital to ask, in a month I'll be 18. I'm trans, I need hormones, what can I do? Thing is, you remember what I said about having social anxiety? Yeah, that wasn't easy. I had to psych myself up to call them for a while. And even then, after I called, it took me a while to muster up the courage to call them. And when I did, they told me basically, go to your doctor, get your referral. Thing is, I have social anxiety and I haven't never really gone to my doctor a lot except, for checkups and stuff like that. So I'm not used to talking to him. I have no confidence in talking to him. And I was terrified. One of the things I'm most terrified of is going to places unannounced without, having told people why I'm here and what I want to do and what I'm going to do here. So, like, yeah, that was just terrifying. I just didn't want to go there. I just didn't want to do it. So I procrastinated until I actually had an issue that I needed to go to the doctor to see. So my mom called the doctor and told him, hey, my child's having this, and this problem. They're going to see you on this day for this thing. Like, until then, I did nothing. Because I just couldn't do it. It was way too terrifying to do. So I went there, and I got my referral. And I called them. But now it was around July. And they told me basically, like, we're sorry, we're closing up for the summer, call back in September. I was frustrated. I have to admit, I was very frustrated, but I waited, and I called back in September. But they told me, yeah, you have to get that referral redone because it's expired by now, and you need a new one. Shit. And again, I was terrified to go to the doctor by myself, so I waited until I had another issue because I have seasonal problems with my throat. I was starting to have problems in July, and that's why I went. And I was starting to have the problems in November, so I waited until November to go to the doctor and get my referral redone. After which I called the hospital again, and they told me the referral you have is written wrong. You have to redo it. And this time it was really fucking difficult because aside from my anxiety, I felt humiliated because I had to ask my doctor to redo that referral so many times, and I was so embarrassed about it. And to add insult to injury, the next time I saw him to get my referral redone, he basically was like, so, why the hell do you even need this referral for? Why do you have to see a psychologist at the hospital? And I had to come out to him and asked him to write me a referral for gender dysphoria appointments, so he had to know. And that was death. Because the thing is, I live in a pretty tiny place. I live in a tiny island. And people here are super close-minded. My doctor is one of those people, one of those very close-minded island people, like a villager, basically. And he probably, first of all, doesn't even know that trans people, there's trans men other than trans women. He probably only knows about trans women. Probably doesn't even know what a trans man is. Second of all, he probably, thinks of trans women as transvestites or men in drag, that kind of person. And he probably, assumed that I was going to a psychologist to turn myself normal, or something like that. Yeah, no, when I told him I wanted to melt into my chair and disappear, and after that, it definitely just went into my mental list of people I want to never, ever see again. Because I've embarrassed myself so fucking hard in front of them. So, basically, I was pretty done with him. I felt like, okay, this is the time. I've got my referral. I call them, I get an appointment, and that's it. I'm done, I'm finished. Right. So I thought, well, whatever. Never mind. I call the hospital, and they tell me, yeah, okay, we'll call you back in January because now it's close to Christmas because it was December. I will call you back in January. We'll give you an appointment. So they call me in January and they give me an appointment for late January. I go see the psychologist and it's great. She's so kind and understanding and open-minded and informed and educated. She's very nice. I'm very happy. At the point, life was great. The psychologist even told me, like, you're pretty sure of yourself. I can tell you're sure. And I will probably give you the okay before the 8 appointments, and use the other appointments just to help you in general with anything else you might be going through. She was so kind and was so happy about it. But unfortunately, things never go that well, do they? So here my ADD comes in to knock. At that point I was going through my last year of high school, and I've been going through school up until that point with untreated and undiagnosed ADD, which I've only had diagnosed after I finished school, so that was pretty useless. I've never been that great in school. Studying has always been a struggle, and I live on an island. The hospital is on the mainland, so to go there, I had to take a day of school every week to travel to the mainland and go to the hospital because I didn't have the time to go to school and go there in the same day. So my parents basically told me that I had to wait. I had to resume going after I was done with school and my exams because I would have failed school otherwise, and I didn't want to repeat last year. At the last year, I was that close to finishing it. So, I was pretty devastated, but I had to concede that I had to prioritize my school. So I called up my psychologist and told her, I'm sorry, but I can't go. I have to finish school. And she tells me, like, okay, I will call you back once school is over in June. When school finishes, I fucking managed to pull through by my teeth. I don't know how I managed to finish school, but yeah, I graduated high school. My psychologist calls me in June, but I don't receive the call. I didn't hear the call, and I didn't pick up when she called me. So I chickened out because of my anxiety again. I called her back in July because calling people is that hard for me. So I call her back, and she tells me, I'm sorry, but blah, 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 it is almost summer. We close up for the summer. Call back in September. I call back at the beginning of September, and she tells me, right, I'm going to give you an appointment on the 21st of September. I'm like, great, fucking amazing. I can go back there because I'm not gonna lie, my dysphoria has been getting worse the more I go on. I was kind of manageable when I was younger, but now that I'm older, it feels horrible. It's literally, not to be negative, but it's making me trigger warning suicide, trigger warning negative thoughts. It's making me very depressed, and it's making me literally suicidal, like almost daily. It's that bad. I cannot deal with it. I cannot deal with it. I literally don't know if I can survive another year. It's that bad for me. I don't know, it may sound drastic, but it's literally how I feel. So I was so fucking happy to go back, but then she calls me some days later telling me, yeah, the referral has expired. You need to make a new one. So basically, I have to see my doctor again, that I have embarrassed myself so deeply in front of, that I have no intention of ever seeing again. I have to go see him again and get another referral after having made him do that referral so many times over and over again, and now I have to go there, ask for him for another referral after having had to out myself to him, and that feels horrible. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. My anxiety is that bad. It's like it's rivaling my dysphoria right now. So I procrastinated going to him until it was too late, and she called me and told me, I'm sorry, but you can come 21st if you don't have a referral by then. I will just call me back when you have one, and I'll give you another appointment. And that brings us to now. It's the 19th of September as I'm recording this. And there is no way for me to get a referral by tomorrow. Because now it's too late, my doctor's closed. And if I go tomorrow, I'll have it tomorrow, and I can't just, get an appointment that quickly. It has to be like a couple days before. So this week is not happening, and it feels very disheartening. I logically know that I cannot change how things are already gone, and all I have to do is see the doctor, get a referral, and a couple more appointments, and I'll get my tea. That's not how it feels, instinctively, and that's not how it feels. It feels like because I feel like I've sabotaged my whole life. Like, I'll never go on tea. And every waking day I spend with more estrogen in my body than testosterone is torture. And I literally am feeling very, very fucking depressed and suicidal right now. And it's very bad. And I don't know how more long I'm going to have to wait to go there. Like, I think another week or a couple of weeks, but I wanted to start tea before I start a university, and now I'm going to have to wait, and that's going to fuck up everything, and it's going to be more difficult. The last couple of days have been especially bad because I've had to accept that I'm not going there right now. And yeah, that's an update, I guess. I'm sorry to end this on such a negative note, but that's my mindset right now. I'm sure there will be happier news soon, and when that happens, I hope I'll be able to make a new video, and things, I'm sure they will work out eventually, but for now, that's how things are. Yeah. Survive until you can thrive. That's my motto right now. So yeah, see you guys soon, and I hope to have good news next time.